Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 1, Episode 4 of Shameless, titled Casey Casden. So, Frank's plotline is Eddie moves back into the Jackson household in the basement as he can't afford to live on his own and provide for his family. Which, you mean he was still providing for the family? And Frank's dumbass? Better man than me. Well, I guess he kind of had to, I guess. Anyways, Karen is trying to, piss off her father or try to get Frank out of the house. So she starts flirting with Frank, catching him in the bathroom while she's in the bath, pulling the curtains back so he has to look at her naked. Man does everything in his power to not look at her. Fair enough, okay. So that just means he's just a regular degenerate, not a pedophile, because I'm pretty sure Karen and Lip are both still teenagers at this point. I don't think either of them are over 18 just yet. I think the only one who's an adult thus far is Fiona. I could be wrong with Lip and Karen, though. I might be wrong. I just don't think I am. I think they're still teenagers. Like, under 18 teenagers. Anyway, it doesn't work because, as Lip says, that home is Frank's wet dream. In the end, Eddie ends up telling Frank that to survive Sheila's deviant sexual behaviors, that he should just take the Advil, some pain medicine. At the end of the episode, he notices Sheila getting out her stash. He advises Frank he should take the pain pills now, get ahead of the pain. So, Debbie ends up stealing a child. Because I guess she's lonely. She misses Aunt Ginger, her fake Aunt Ginger. And as she said, she noticed Casey's father playing with him, and it made her mad because it wasn't fair, which is like, damn. So everybody gets roped into this shenanigan. They end up dropping the kid off at Veronica and Kev's house, and they end up dragging him, which drags them into this. So they make a plan to, get the kid back without, Debbie getting caught. And Steve's like, maybe we should get her a therapist. I'm on Steve's side. Get this child a therapist. Her solution, her first answer was steal the child. Get this girl a therapist. I'm with Steve. Although they all balk at that because Gallagher's don't go to therapy, don't see shrinks. Obviously, that's what's wrong with this family. Some good tender love and care and some good self-help, would do this family good. But I think there's like 10 seasons in this show. So if they all started seeing a therapist this show would probably be like 5 seasons less. It takes a lot of work to, it would probably take a lot of work to read out all the problems that family's going through. Because, dear Lord. So, another problem is the water heater went out, so, yeah. The plan goes off without a hitch. And Debbie successfully lies to the cops that, yeah, I totally found this kid by accident, I'm glad he's safe, though. As Fiana's looking at this conversation like, oh, dear Lord, I created a monster. And I just love how, she's talking to Steve and she's like, did I fuck up the kids? And I'm like, I mean, they're not fucked up, but we should really double back around to that therapist suggestion. Get ahead for Liam. We should really, get on while we're ahead, But, they don't do that. So, Kev is at work, and he's getting flirted with, and he impulsively says that he's getting married. Unfortunately for him, Veronica's mom is in that bar, and Frank loudly announces that he's getting hitched. So he drunkenly stumbles home and proposes to Veronica. So there's a party at the Gallagher's house celebrating. Meanwhile, Debbie, who got money from the Casden family for finding Casey, air quotes, ended up spending it to buy a new water heater. Well, Kevin admits that he can't really marry Veronica because he's technically married. Dun dun dun. This episode was slightly more entertaining than the last one. But again, this show is obviously not my show. Not a show I'm going to enjoy. Because it's a show about pieces of shit being pieces of shit. Or pieces of shit doing shitty things, and shitty things happen to some people who are down on their luck. But this episode was better than the last one, and I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.